Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. When I was in high school, I had one of the most amazing educators ever. Miss Denton, her name was Denton. We called her Miss Denton. Anyway, Miss Denton moved to Wilmington, Delaware from, I think, Michigan, but we always said she was from a farm in Montana because it made the story better. Miss Denton was one of those teachers who is born to find you. She ignited in me or reignited my passion for learning. I really loved to learn as a child, and somewhere anger, frustration, life, right? So one day I'm in Miss Denton's class. It's the beginning of the year, and we had to turn in our assignments, and I think I balled mine up and I kind of threw it at her because we had this thing between us, and I was determined to just like be like this to Miss Denton. Miss Denton gave me this paper back, and I was like, "What's that?" And she said, "A minus would have been an A plus, but you balled it up and threw it at me." I remember doing the assignment. I remember what the assignment was on, and I remember how much work I gave to that assignment, quite a bit. But something was saying, you don't want to be smart. You don't want to be seen that way. You don't want to be whatever. So I was doing this thing, and Miss Denton would always signal to me that she recognized me. I loved that in her class she had us perform Shakespeare. She had us recite Shakespeare, but she told us that we could do it in whatever voice we wanted to do it in. She was allowing us to bring these old European classics to life in this black inner city school. And to this day, when I hear a sonnet, I hear Miss Denton saying, "Do it however you see it." It made for a really good class. Out, out, brief candle. Miss Denton put me in advanced placement English courses and guided my hand and my words and my inspiration, and constantly reminded me of how brilliant I was, and that if I put down the attitude, the brilliance would guide me. She got me into Upward Bound. She encouraged me to go to college, took me to her counselor who helped me find Jacksonville University. Miss Karen Denton is what I call a modern day abolitionist. She's an educator. So her name is Karen. When I hear talk about these Karens, I think, not my Karen. In fact, I really wish people would call those Karens Carolyn Bryant Dunham, after the woman who accused Emmett Till, falsely accused him of grabbing her in a menacing and sexual way. How do I know it was falsely? I can hear you say it. Google it. She later admitted that she lied. But that Carolyn Bryant Dunham, because she couldn't control her own life in her own home, used whatever power she thought she could muster to destroy someone else's life. And thank God for Mamie Till, who said, "I want them to see what they've done to my boy," and had that open casket so the world could see the way he was brutalized. That Karen used her power in a way that was destructive, because within that house she had no power. She was abused by her own husband. So the moment that she could do something to get the attention on her, because what she wanted most was a little bit of attention, she used it against that little boy. That Carolyn Bryant Dunham is not a Karen. Karen Denton, who used her power to ignite the power and the voice of me and so many others, is the way we should all be using our power. Thank you, Miss Denton, for waking up the me in me.